not going to be an overnight fix, but we absolutely can start taking steps in ways that will allow us to fuel our future and wean ourselves from this heroin-like addiction to 60% imported oil from abroad. I say those days are gone. We can do better than that. So firing the engines of growth are going to be a critically important part of addressing our economic deficit. And I say, what is it that we're passing down to the next generation? My kids, your kids, grandkids, neighbors, friends. We're passing down the sense of humanity. It's what we've prepared during our generation. It's our values. It's our standing in the world. It's our economic performance. And I say I'm not very happy with what we're passing down to the next generation. It does not represent my generation well. And I'll be darned if we're going to settle with what we're about to hand down to the next generation. It is unacceptable. We've got to deal with the debt part of it first, because it is, in a very real sense, a serious national security problem for this country. The second deficit, folks, is a deficit of another kind. It's not an economic deficit. But I would argue it is just as corrosive as the economic deficit. It's called a trust deficit. In our country today, the American people no longer have trust in their institutions of power. And I say, how pathetic is this, and how did we get to this position in the first place? A nation that was founded on trust and institutions of trust. We no longer have faith and trust in our institutions. Congress. Zero trust. What, 8% approval in the last poll? Where are these 8% living? I'd like to know. Everybody knows that Congress needs term limits. And I'm going to talk about it till I'm blue in the face. I've seen this institution called incumbency that reaches up and grabs people, and it grows very deep roots. Nobody wants to leave once they get in Congress.